And as always, we're going to be looking for accurate context, good risk management, and always exercising good patience.
Everybody who's traded has gone through periods of time where their strategy hasn't worked.
Where if not a hard stop, you should reevaluate the trades you're in based on time.
That's what we're here for, is to put ourselves in the best success. A trading routine does that, builds that habit, lets you know what to work on, what to reflect on, and what to improve on the next day.
Hello, friends and traders. Welcome to the Founder Q&A. I am Dan Hodgman, sitting down with founder of Topstep and futures trader, Michael Patak. Michael, how are you?
I like how you threw futures trade.
You asked me to. You asked me to 3 minutes ago, so we got to go with it.
I like it.
How's life?
It's good. It's good. I'm glad to be stateside, and I'm glad to be doing this. I like these live Q&As with you.
Yeah, absolutely. They're a lot of fun. Last time Michael and I sat down would have been early August. Things were a little different. We've had a lot of changes then. Michael is now back in the United States after a little gallivant over on the other half of the country or the globe. So it's good to have you back here stateside with us. Michael, we've had a lot go on since the last time we had a Q&A. You want to kind of run down some of these changes we've had?
I have a list of them. But I know
it's kind of cool that we have it listed.
It's like a list of things. But yeah, we really focused on our funded traders this year more than we ever have, and wanted to elevate what it means to be a Topstep funded trader, what you get when you're a Topstep funded trader, and all that kind of great stuff. So, as a funded trader, you get a first time bonus. So when you go to take your first payout, or your first payout bonus, I should say. So that's really exciting. So you're going to get a bonus that's equal to your last month's subscription back into your credit card, credited back to you when you take your first payout. Hopefully that should incentivize you to take a payout. That's what the goal of that is, to do, because we want you getting paid out. Some traders just build up their account and never pay themselves out, but we're here.
Also, it is so that you slow down in your trading. You don't feel like you have to rush at the end of the month. So there's a couple reasons behind
I like
this.
it. Thanks for throwing that one in there too.
Yes.
Faster payouts. We're going to get you your payout request faster to you. So if you get those into us before 10 a.m. on a weekday, we don't really work weekends too much, but because the markets are closed, but during the weekday before 10 a.m., we can process that same day. That's cool. The 9010 is cool. We have funded trader certificates that you receive that says, hey, you're a certified funded trader, Topstep funded trader. It's the best funded trader, not just any typical funded trader. And then those certificates are great. They show kind of this accolades that you've accomplished something. I know when I had one, I put it on my desk next to my trading wall on the side. And when I had a certificate, I went through some like trading classes, and it just shows you that you've succeeded at something. So there's the funded trader certificate, the 90-10 profit split, the first payout bonus, and probably our biggest announcement is going to come next week for our Topstep funded traders. So that is exciting stuff that maybe Dan will slowly get it to me to tease it out, but that's been some of the exciting stuff. We've also got some great classes. We have these trading strategy classes that we have put in there. If somebody wants to drop that link in there, Hoag's been doing these. We have people that all the time ask us, hey, what strategy should I use? What do you think? All that kind of good stuff. We'll do each their own when it comes to strategies. We don't say this is the strategy to go with. Nobody should, because all strategies are work and then they don't work. And it's our jobs as traders to get them back into where they're not hurting our performance. They're actually, you're adjusting to market state or however you want to do it. So there's trading strategies courses, Tales with the
Tales
Coaches.
from a Trader. That's a pretty good one.
That's what, yeah, those are great. Can you tell what's a little bit about, what is that exactly? Just so everybody knows.
John's looking back, talking about his history in trading and some of his own stories.
Yep. And then we have, this is new, but it's been around for a while. Coach T. This concept of Coach T has been around, but we are now elevating Coach T to where Coach T is going to give you relevant, personalized tips at the end of each week. We're going to be starting that up here literally in days. So that's really cool. You'll start to see those in your inbox at the end of the week. Hi, it's Coach T here. Just analyzed your trades for the week. Hey, Danny, did you know you had 40 consecutive losers in a row? Maybe need to take a break. No, it
Wouldn't
won't
be the
it won't
first
be that.
time.
It'll be like things like if you have 3 consecutive losers in a row that we noticed, hey, we'll give you a little tips to kind of come back to your screen, so to speak, refreshed, and just some other tips all around your stats. So this is your behavior. We're starting to understand traders' behaviors. Coach T's here to help be that digital performance coach to help you recognize your own behaviors. And the only way to really recognize that is for somebody to tell you, or for you to kind of analyze your trade reports. So Coach T does that analyzing of your trade report for you, and then we'll reach out to you. So that's very cool. We have for all those Quant Tower, anybody here a Quant Tower fan platform wise? We have stuff, not stuff. We have that platform will be available. It is available now, but it's going to be officially fully available here soon as far as seeing it when you go to sign up. But anybody who trades on Quant Tower or has ever wanted to trade on Quant Tower, you can do it here at Topstep. If you, I think, sign up for the R Trader platform, I believe. Yep.
Yeah. So lots happening. I mean, we're 5 minutes in, 6 minutes in, and Michael's just barely getting through the notes. I do want to take a quick sec.
Yeah, Danny, I didn't even talk about the rules that we
I know. Which I want to get into, but I do want to make a quick shout out really quick. We do have a team of top steppers in the chat. So as you see questions and you see responses, we got some phenomenal people in there. Probably a lot of faces you've seen. You've seen Mick, you've seen Dolby, and you've seen JD. They are in there answering questions. So don't hesitate to drop your questions in that chat as we get going. We have a number that have been submitted. We're going to get to as many as we can, but as always, we are live multiple times a day. You can find John Hoagland on here every morning at 7:45 a.m. Central Time, as well as 3 p.m. Central Time. So ask him questions. Email our support at topstep.com. They're going to be probably the most knowledgeable people around our product, more than even Michael himself. They know everything. So if you have specific questions regarding our program, you can always email into. So if we don't get to everything today, because the list of updates is pretty big and we want to make sure everyone does hear those. So let's get back into those updates, Michael.
Okay. So the other update is the large update of removing 2 rules, and kind of we want you to use them as guidelines. You can't break a rule. It won't cost you anything. So we remove these. It's the trade the news, or trading during the news, economic releases. You shouldn't trade through them anyway. So that's like a guiding light. And we put that as a tip, use these as guiding lights to follow, but you're not going to get hurt financially by breaking a rule with Topstep. But I know historically, one of my biggest and worst trading days is having a working order off the market on an economic news event. That was just crazy. I would highly recommend not playing those. But the great thing about learning in the trading combine, creating your strategy or improving your strategy, is to get a feel for, if you were to trade that, what would that be like? So that's there for you. And then also removing the weekly loss limit. Now the weekly loss limit was there for you to slow down and say, live to trade another week. You don't need to blow your whole week in the first couple of days. So still use these as guidelines. These are very good risk management rules, good rules to have that slow yourself down. Maybe it tells you to go take a break or a day off. But at Topstep, you will not get punished for that. So we have removed those. So that's another very big one.
It's a lot.
Oh, we got more.
And that's in less than 2 months. And there's more coming. Speaking of more coming, a lot of questions submitted. We've heard this feedback a lot, talking about why we have a 2-step program. That their 2-step program is here for a very specific reason. A lot of us do believe in that step 1. Step 1 is a great place to start to develop your trading, learn to profit a little bit, learn your platform, try new things and test it out. But Michael, do you want to touch on it a little bit?
Well, we hear this feedback quite a bit. I'm a big believer that traders, there's a step 1 experience and then there's step 2. And when you do this, you're getting yourself comfortable with profiting. You're getting yourself comfortable in the markets. There's also these funded traders that we have that have been here before, and having them go back to do step 1 and step 2 and things like that. We're simplifying that, and we're making some really big improvements. So That's another big announcement that I will wait to share next week. But as I mentioned, when I first started with you, Danny, we have spent a lot of time, energy, and investment back into our Topstep funded traders. Again, Topstep funded traders, they're the best damn funded traders out there. They don't get funded on just a whim of a trade. They are diligent. They are disciplined. They understand risk. They can grow an account and they can get paid out on that account. So those folks that have been a past funded trader or current funded trader will have pretty cool opportunity, a little shortened route to the funded level that they will always have. And we're excited about this. We think those are the folks that need to have the shortened path. So more to come on that. You can process that how you see.
Why don't we dive right into some of these questions and keep it easy for you? Because you just keep wanting to splurt it out. But wait until next week. Some big news coming out. Really excited about that. And
I'm just excited.
I think you guys will be too.
We've literally spent all of 2022 really focused on making the funded level experience that much better. I'm going to leave you with one last thing. Funded traders will be a little bit more unique in some of the items that we'll be providing to them, both apparel wise and whatnot. So there will be some cool stuff that funded traders get that nobody else gets, that we're excited about. I know I am, and stuff looks really cool. So there's some cool stuff coming on the horizon, and that's, within the next 30 days, 60 days. But the big news is next week, and I'll save that to next week, Danny. Appreciate you keeping me disciplined.
Perfect.
Gotta have a good accountability buddy to keep.
That's great. So yes, lots have happened here recently. Lots are going to continue to happen. We're pretty excited about a lot of things that are going on right now. So let's dive into questions. Like I said, we had a bunch of them emailed in earlier. Again, drop them in the chat. Any question you got, trading related, you want to talk about what's going on in the markets today. We saw a big bounce today after a big break the last couple of days there. You got the pound lower than ever.
Weeks. The sell-off's just been...
It's been nonstop. So let's dive into some of these questions.
Hold on, Danny. Over your shoulder, is that the bounce we got going on? What are you looking at right now?
Yeah, there's our bounce today. Market opened up right here. We opened up. We moved right down to a little bit of a moving average off a 30-minute chart. And we rallied all the way to earlier this week's swing high. So notice how that kind of lines up. And what did we hit? We hit a little bit of a wall here today. Is if we're going to break through, or this is not with the recap, but we could talk about markets. That was, I always enjoyed doing the recap, and thanks to Hogue, he's covering those now. Let's dive into questions. Michael, one-on-one coaching, is it coming back?
One-on-one coaching coming back. There's a wait list for it. There's no capacity for it. We have a wait list. We are doing group coaching. We have a digital performance coach, and we're moving into a bit more of some free coaching that is one-on-one with you, not in the capacity of where you have to pay. So there's a free coaching one-on-one option that we are now putting together slowly. It's happening. People are starting to get these emails. You may not have got them, or you may have. Definitely take us up on it. It's very, very cool. It gives you 4 sessions with a coach, completely free. Our big move as we move into learning and evolving and growing, as every trader should and every company should, is to learn that we want to give as much of our coaching opportunities away as possible. It empowers the trader to find their weaknesses through help of a coach, get feedback through help of a coach, and get put on the right track to funding or getting paid out consistently through the help of a coach. This coach can be a real human being like me talking to you, or it could be a digital performance coach, like I mentioned earlier, with some of the tips and feedback, because our data and your data as you trade is really important to learn your patterns and your behavior. So if we can help you learn those through a digital performance coach or through a real performance coach, we're going to be making those investments. You don't have to make any investment except just sticking with Topstep and working on your trading game.
So the simple answer, yes, we are have some pretty cool coaching stuff coming out. But Michael,
why take the long way? Why take the short way when there's a long way, Daddy?
So some interesting questions. I've actually heard this a little bit more recently. We had a couple questions submitted about it. was really this idea of stacking accounts. So if you used to have 250K accounts to make one 300K account at the funded level. Can you touch on that and potential options in the future for Topstep?
That's one we're looking at because there's something, of course, interesting about it. We got a lot of feedback. Hey, if I have this and that, can I combine them? Hey, can I have 20 different funded accounts? No, 20 different funded accounts doesn't exist in the real world. So we're not going to make it exist in Topstep's world because we're trying to help you set yourself up for the real world. So multiple funded accounts, no. Combining accounts with greater buying power so you can focus on one strategy and be very good at one strategy rather than spreading that out over 20 different strategies on different products. It's overload and it's too much. We're seeing that with other people that try to do that much. So combining accounts is something that we're looking at, sizing up, scaling up, and things like that. But regardless, if you are a funded trader and you built up your funded account, you have a risk manager's contact number. You can ask them to increase your loss limit. You can ask them to increase your max position, and they'll have that conversation with you. Our goal is to help you scale up. So we've always had this. Topstep has had this since the very, very beginning, where if you build up your account, you get more opportunity to trade bigger or with a little bit more room. That still exists. It's not something we heavily market because, again, if you heavily market something like that, like other companies do, you kind of send the wrong behavior. We're watching out for our traders' behavior. We're trying to help traders have a better perspective and expectations, and getting you started and growing your account is number one. So focus on that one account. That one strategy has usually always been the best route and advice that we've told traders, but we're looking at how you can combine that and be a little bit more vocal on here's how you can build up your account. But currently right now, if you're sitting at 10, 20, 30 grand in your funded account, give your risk manager a call and say, hey, they'll look at your trade report with you. They'll be a coach. They are a coach because the coach is there to help you perform the best you can be. And that's what every individual here on the internal team at Topstep's here helping you do. So they're there for you. So I definitely take advantage of that. But combining accounts, Danny, it's on the short list for sure.
Yeah. And just from a trading perspective, right? Like traders that are successful, it's not over leveraging. The accounts that I do see hit the high P&L balances, they aren't trading 15 lots. The 15 lots are the ones that are usually going to go quicker to the downside versus the upside. The most successful traders I've seen, whether at Topstep or in the professional prop firm world, they are not trading massive size. They're rather small, but they're consistent. And they're looking for those big opportunities. So, if that's your perspective, think about it too, right? Think about the leverage, think about the actual capital that you are trading with, and consider it from there. So just that trading side perspective there.
So keep that feedback coming. That's good because that one is on our short list right now. With all the things that we've done this year, we're starting to shorten that list. So this will make it a little bit higher on the list.
Awesome. All right, Michael, I think this is going to be something just for clarification out there. Why is there a cap on payouts of $5,000 maximum?
Cap on $5,000 maximum. There is
not one. There was a question submitted. I just want to make sure we are clarifying that we don't have any caps on how much you can get paid out. Rather, just keep 50% in that account so you can continue to trade. But we've had a lot bigger than $5,000 payouts.
Every time you get 5 winning days of $100 or more, that's good. That's a lesson that we're trying to teach too about, hey, when you're having winning days, that's when you pull money out of your account. If you're just pulling money out of account after losing days, that's even harder to trade because you just depleted your account even more. So again, whatever everybody else does in the industry, we're trying to keep you on paths to creating better habits and motivating you to do certain things. The 5 winning days is one of them. And if you have 10 grand in your account, there's 5,000 you can take out there. But if you have 20 grand in your account, you can take 10, and it helps you build your account. Also leaves enough cushion in your account so you can stay a funded trader. It's a big thing we want is for you to get funded and stay funded. So that is the kind of the thinking behind that. We don't have any cap on 5,000. If that's, I don't even know if that has to do with a different account, but we have no cap on withdrawing the money from your account as you keep growing your account.
Yeah, absolutely. No caps. Maybe it's just that we do have every month we talk about those 5K club.
Oh yeah, there's
A
5.
lot of those are over 5,000 in their payouts. I'm going to reword this question a little bit, make it a little bit more understanding. But it sounds like this trader doesn't totally understand our program. I pay a lot in resets. At a certain point, does Topstep give me a reset? Obviously, when that bill comes back around, what do we have for them, Michael?
An automatic free reset.
Absolutely. So
So
if your account's ineligible, and you're coming near that reset of or the rebill on your subscription account, that account will automatically reset for you. So if you find yourself in that position, we are trying to help you. We want to keep you going, and we're not here just to get your reset. We want to help you out as every way we can.
Yep.
All right. Next question we got. This one's coming from the chat. Hello, good afternoon. Why don't you let us use robots at Topstep? What do you think about using robots? I assume trading automation of sorts.
I think a human turns on and off the robot. So got to get in tune with your own discipline. No matter what you design on this robot, if you say, hey, I'm going to build it all so it does this, when this isn't working and it's burying your account, do you just keep it on or do you shut it off? Because that's going to be a decision you as a human has to make. So you have to have the discipline to know when enough is enough, to shut it down, to change or adjust your strategy. So right now it's teach a man or a woman to fish. And that's definitely the camp that we're in. Even if you had, again, automated trading, there's still things that you need to adjust in there, and you still need to turn it on and off. So having discipline and following the rules aren't terribly easier with a robot than it is with a human. So I don't know. I mean, this is kind of my best approach to every trader on this one is don't rely on just saying an algo, which is a fun word, or a robot to trade is going to make you a profitable trader. Because if you don't know how to trade, then how do you know how to program that robot? If you're like, okay, after the third candlestick down, then buy it. Okay. So you put that in your strategy and it stops working, or just it's working because it's trading, but you're losing money. Well, when are you shutting it down, and then when are you adjusting it? So something to be like to look at in your own self is getting yourself in a spot where you can trade and control yourself, and then work towards this type of automation stuff.
Absolutely, and it's not that we don't allow them. Go read our terms of use. We have a huge section that talks about trading automation and the use of robots that just got to get approved by our team here at Topstep. You got to send that into the risk team. We have to take a look at it. So not against it. Just got to
not against it.
work
I'm not
it
against
together.
it. Yeah, exactly. 100%. Thank you for clarifying. Definitely not against it. Get yourself in an order where you can then take, all the things that you manually do, and you're like, okay, this is working. This is working. I can start to automate this stuff. I believe in all that. It's just humans got to turn on.
And some platforms you can tap in and some you can't. So certain platforms, this is something you're able to do, but at the end of the day, right, that is part of what we do here at Topstep. We need to make sure we're signing off on these, especially when you get to that funded level. If we're putting you in a live account and you have an automated system that's executing trades, that's our capital. And we want to make sure what's automating is approved by us and is good to go, because we all know how computers can be. They don't always react perfectly. As Hogue says, there's the gremlin in the computer having an issue with it.
Mhm.
I know I've seen a couple comments come in just about, paying $99 for a reset. Michael, you want to talk about why we actually charge for a reset and what's that's there for?
Yeah, there's an importance in paying for a reset is to understand that whatever you're doing, if you broke a rule, whatever you're doing was not working, you need to stop, reset your own self and say, hey, what was happening that wasn't working? What did I do there that I should have not have done? The resets are there to give you an opportunity to reflect and get back in the markets. There is a price tag for the resets. That price tag is important for you to feel, because you have to feel it. If you didn't have Topstep and you didn't have resets, you can go like I did and go $30,000 accounts and blow it all in the markets in a short period of time and learn very little until I went on a simulated experience and they had loss limits and all that kind of stuff for me to really learn. So resets are there for you to reset yourself, reset your account, and get back out there with a fresh look. So definitely use them in that way. Don't use them in a way, again, that is trying to just get back into that move. You want to reset yourself, collect, what did I learn? Take a day off. Multiple resets in a day makes no sense. Please don't do that. And just be a smart, responsible, disciplined trader, and resets are there for you to be able to do that. And then with a go forward of a clean slate.
Absolutely. And there's, having a little bit of financial skin in the game, thinking about, if you break that rule that there may be a financial cost, it's going to help kind of instill a little bit discipline. So those are the things you want to think about, right? We want to treat this as if it's our own money. I can honest to God tell you the massive change of going from trading prop firm cash to my own cash, and realizing these are my, dollar bills on the line. It's a big emotional change. And if we do have that little skin in the game, it changes our decision-making. And I believe in a truly positive fashion, because I know when I was trading at the prop firm, decision-making was not so much about making the right decision, but thinking about those bigger P&L potential swings. And not only was it great for me, sometimes it really definitely hurt. So having that feel and that emotional connection to it, that this is my money that I'm putting on the line here, really helps your trading.
Yes.
Awesome. All right. For step 2, do you have to trade 10 days and $9,000 profit? Or I don't really understand this next part, but 9,000 for only 7 days. So let's clarify the rules in step 2 in regards to how much time you have to spend in the account versus the profits.
There's no minimum day. Now, when you look at the consistency rule, that breaks down to where it would be like 3 trading days. If you look at the consistency rule, because the consistency rule is there. So one big, huge day, pop a shot or a lucky trade or whatever it is, doesn't show consistency. So the consistency target is there to help you focus on being consistent. But not typically, we don't have a minimum in step 2, and you can get it done in as quickly as 3 days.
Absolutely. You can go from the first day in the trading combine on step 1 to a funded account in 8 days. It's pretty darn quick. We do have the 5 minimum trading days in step 1. Obviously, we just want to see it kind of generate some profits. And when you get to step 2, just show you can consistently do it, and you can do it pretty darn quickly. So, Michael, there's been a number of questions just about micros in general. I know we've talked about this. You and I talked about it a little bit last week as well. Potential of increasing available micros out there and increasing the size on micros. Can you touch on that?
Yeah. So we're looking at another thing on the short list. We talked about the first one was combining or stacking or sizing up, scaling up. There's that we're working with the product team, chatting about that as far as on the list. The other one on the list is these swing trading combines and sizing those up. We know there's a smaller swing trading combine that we have right now. There's some micro products we want to add to it. We want to make it a bigger swing trading combine, probably more similar to what we're looking at now as our 50 and our 100 and regular combines are. So micros fit really nicely in swing trading combine because it's kind of the nature of the product that they built. So then you can kind of scale in, scale out, hold positions for a little bit longer, swing trading. So that's something that we're looking at, and we got some work to do. And as you guys know, all the work we did this year to get things done for a better experience for our funded traders, we'll also be creating a better experience again for those that are in the trading combine, being evaluated and giving you a couple more options. So we're working that direction, and I hear what you're saying on the feedback with the micros and minis, and we're gonna put that on the short list as well.
Absolutely. And there's a couple of things you want to keep in mind too, right? Micros, if we do allow you, let's just say it's 10 to 1, right? And the 50K, you get 5 contracts. That could be 50 micros. I've heard a lot in the past about, hey, I didn't get my whole order filled and I was trying to fill 5 contracts in the NQ. If we're trying to fill 50 or even 150 micros at one position, you're going to miss a lot of fills. And so there's got to be a point in your own personal trading where you got to really consider, are micros truly worth it? Or am I going to do, I got to scale it back so I can go to micros. But as I start increasing, if I'm finding myself trying to trade 50s and 75 lots on the micros, you're not going to get the fills. And that's the stuff that we want to keep in mind as we're doing this. And we're also paying really close attention to liquidity on these products. We looked recently at the NQ's new VIX. Michael, we talked about that one last week. 17,000 contracts traded in the last 6 months on that. There's really not much trading. We want to see a little bit of volume there. So we're paying close attention to this. I do promise you that.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, we only have a couple minutes left here. I do want to make one mention following this. Make sure you guys stay in. We get the premiere of Funded Trader Luke. He's going to talk about his journey, and so check that one out. This is kind of a new cool thing we're doing that you can follow up these videos at the end. Here's a good question, Michael. Why is the drawdown calculated on an open position for live account versus end of day in the trading combine? Thank you. I would like to clarify, it is not on an open position. It's on your realized P&L.
Oh, you can answer the question then for me, Danny.
I will. So in the funded level accounts, right, we have capital at risk there. And so we adjust your drawdown based off of your current position. At the end of each day, we take a look at it, and that's where you're going to be stopped out. It is not based off of open P&Ls. It's based off a realized P&L that you locked in. I know some other companies do it a little bit different out there, but that's how we handle it at the funded level. We do have real money on the line there, and we don't want you to go past your limits and think that you can come right back, because we all know it can continually go against us.
Yep.
So as a prop firm level, we got to manage our risk. That's kind of it here on time, Michael. Any final words for everyone?
Just tune in next week on check your inbox. That's some pretty cool stuff happening. Probably 30 to 45 days later after that, another massive, exciting announcement is planned. We have a drumbeat that's gone on this year. Just really focusing on both the traders that are being evaluated and both the funded level, funded trader experience. We're going to continue investing heavily into making those experiences the best to help people get better as traders with better habits and earn funding, instill discipline, get you growing your account, get you paid out, get you getting cool things when you get paid out, and just really enjoying the journey of being a Topstep funded trader or a Topstep trader with us, just being a part of the Topstep team. I'm excited about all that. And that's really the what I'm going to leave you guys with is more to come, but keep doing what you're doing, and we're going to keep doing what we're doing and providing the best, platform for you all to get funded.
Awesome. Thank you for sitting down with me, Michael. Now I'm going to make our marketing team happy. I'm going to hit some plugs here. Every Tuesday and Thursday following the market forecast, make sure you tune in for Make Hogue Money, where John is going to sit down. We're going to talk with traders about some trade opportunities. We're going to take some trades and see what opportunities and kind of cash we can make there. Check out our Discord.
That's live trading. You're going to be able to watch live trading happen from one of our senior coaches, John Hogan, trader on the pit.
He likes to call himself middle-aged
coaches, trader in the pit, probably the best at explaining and flushing out the market on what it's doing, why it's doing it, and some things to be thinking about. So tune into Make Hogue Money. That's the name of that session, and that is very cool.
Yes. We also have Discord. We have hundreds of traders in our Discord talking, trading, and supporting each other every day. Talk trading when market events in real time, 24/7. Find an accountability partner, and global community channels for international users. Man,
accountability
like a radio host over here, just reading off the PSAs.
The accountability partner, the importance of accountability partner, trading buddy,
someone to keep you in line. I've done it for Michael. Michael has done it for me in the past.
You did it for me in this session today.
Yeah, it's really just someone there that's can help you out and guide you and keep you in tune to the plan that you make. Don't expect them to make your plan, and they'll help you stay accountable to that.
There's the lone wolf path, or there's finding a trading buddy. Discord, head to our Discord. There should be a link in there. Go to our Discord. There's thousands of people in there throughout the day, coming and going. You can find a buddy. If you start talking, be a fly on the wall if you're timid, and just get to understand how people are talking about the markets, and find somebody that's really, you like how they're talking about the markets or trading similar to you. Ping them. Say, hey, what's up? You want to, be my buddy? Stuff like that works. I know I did it in the early days, and I still have trading buddies, and we still talk about the markets still this day. So it's a lonely world if you're a lone wolf, and it's a long learning curve. You can shorten that up with a trading buddy.
Awesome. And if you like this video, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, and down in the little corner, you can even turn on alerts to get notified anytime Topstep goes live. Like I said, that's at least twice a day, sometimes 3 times a day. So make sure you tune in, check out some of the content we have. We are here for traders. Our goal is to make traders who trade into better traders with healthier habits. So Michael, thank you for sitting down. We'll see everyone soon. And like he said, watch your email over the next week or so.
Watch your email, trade smart, and always trade for tomorrow.